Now, I'm very glad Wesley Crusher wasn't in Star Trek Picard Season 3. I was one of the millions of fans who was disappointed that Star Trek Picard Season 3 didn't reunite Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton, with his mother, Dr. Beverly Crusher, Gates McFadden, and let Wesley meet his half-brother, Jack Crusher, Ed Spaliers, but now I'm glad it didn't happen that way. Instead, Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 brought back Wesley as the Traveler, and it far exceeded a cameo in Picard Season 3. Even better, Will Wheaton got to play the best version of Wesley Crusher Star Trek has ever seen in Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. Will Wheaton hadn't played Wesley Crusher since Star Trek Nemesis, when Wes was inexplicably back in a Starfleet uniform at Commander Will Riker, Jonathan Frakes, and Counselor Deanna Troy's Marina Sirtis wedding. Considering Wesley has cosmic powers as a traveler, it seemed glaring that Crusher didn't pop into Star Trek on Paramount Plus shows like Star Trek Discovery or Star Trek Lower Decks. Wesley unexpectedly appeared in a brief scene in Star Trek Picard Season 2's finale. Viewers like myself expected Wesley to appear in Star Trek Picard Season 3 to complete the Crusher family, but it never happened due to stated budgetary issues. Joyfully, Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 topped any Picard cameo. Wesley Crusher in Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 is better than a Picard Season 3 cameo. Will Wheaton's return as Wesley Crusher was one of the greatest things about Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. Even better, Wesley was in full bloom and at the height of his powers as a traveler. Motor-mouthed and scatterbrained, Wesley was juggling the dire straits of countless realities in his head, but he was the ideal mentor for the young Starfleet hopefuls of the USS Protostar. Implementing a complex and perilously unsteady plan to save every Star Trek timeline from the reality-eating loom, Wesley risked everything to save the universe. Best of all, Will Wheaton clearly had a blast playing Star Trek Prodigy's Wesley Crusher, and got to explore the full scope of Wesley's responsibilities as a traveler. If Wesley had appeared in Star Trek Picard Season 3, the best they likely could have delivered is a brief scene with Wes, Beverly, and Jack, which would have been great to see. Wesley and Jack commiserating as adults in live action is something Star Trek still needs to make happen. But Wesley reuniting with Beverly in Star Trek Prodigy and meeting a very young Jack, pre-British accent, was still emotional and heartwarming. It finally answered the question, why didn't Wesley ever visit his mother as the Traveler? Yet Wesley got to mean so much more to Star Trek Prodigy than a walk-on fan service moment in Star Trek Picard Season 3.